Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Maha, Valmiki Ramayana, Kishkinda Kanda, Chapter 10. Vali's undue anger towards Sugriva. Summary. Sugriva informs Rama that Vali could not be appeased in spite of repeated requests, as he is resolved to accept Sugriva as an enemy. Vali banishes Sugriva from the kingdom with the same thinking. Chapter 10 in detail. Then, desiring both of our well-being, I have begged of my brother who is enveloped in anger and behaving capriciously. O orphans, delight Rama, I addressed him like this: luckily you have eliminated the enemy and returned safely, and to an orphaned one like me, you alone are the protector. Let this regal umbrella, unfolded like a full moon with its many of its spikes and with accompanying fur fans, may please be accepted while I hold it for you. Saddened I was after staying at the entrance of the cave for 1 year, O king, and on seeing the blood that started to flow from out the cave in the entrance, my heart is engulfed in sadness, and my senses perturbed very much. And then, covering that cave's entrance with a hilltop, and departing from that country, I re-entered Kishkinda. On seeing me returning with grief, the citizens and ministers alike crowned me, but that is not at all at my desire. Therefore, it is apt of you to pardon me. As an estimable one, you alone are the king, and I will be as I was, and establishing me in kingship is owing to your unavailability. But the capital with citizens and ministers is kept up without thorniness. O gentle one, I am now returning this custodial kingdom to you. O enemy eliminator, you need not be hostile towards me. I beg you with my bowed head and with my prayerful palm fold. The ministers and the city dwellers have collectively and forcibly nominated me to the kingship, only to keep the kingless kingdom under control. While I was speaking that politely, he threatened me and indeed used many expletives, starting from fee upon you and the like. And summoning people and venerable ministers, he hurled very abusive words at me among friends. You all are aware that earlier the gigantic and rancorous demon Mayavi invited me desiring a duel in the night. On hearing his call for a duel, I went out of the royal palace, and this very hazardous brother of mine quickly followed me. And that formidable demon Mayavi ran away as he was fraught with fear on seeing me, with a second one at my side, and he speedily entered a great cavity of earth on seeing us two nearly reaching him. On knowing the demon's entry into the great precarious cavity, I said to this one, this cruel-looking brother of mine, my power will not let me return from here to the capital without killing the demon. Hence, you wait at this cavity's entrance till I kill the demon and come out of that cavity. Believing that he stayed at the entrance of the cavity, I entered the impenetrable cavity, and then, in searching for the demon, there 1 year elapsed. I have seen the terrified enemy of mine effortlessly, and I killed him immediately along with all of his relatives. That cavity has become impassable since it is fully filled with gushes of blood emanating from the mouth of the demon who fell yelling onto ground. On my killing that invading enemy easily, I could not see any exit from that cavity, as its mouth was closed. Wherefore I did not get a reply, though I repeatedly shouted, Sugriva, O Sugriva. Thereby I was very saddened. With my foot I pounded and smashed that leaded hilltop, and from there I exited that way and arrived here. As such, this cruel fantasist of kingdom caught me in there, forgetting the clannishness. So said Vali to all the courtiers. On saying thus, that monkey ruthlessly banished me, then and there in the court itself, who am with a single clothing on my body. Thus he threw me away, and even stole my wife. O Rama, and owing to his fear alone, I roamed all over the earth with its forests and oceans. I, who am saddened by stealing my wife, have entered the safest mountain Rishamukha, which is impenetrable for Vali by another reason. All this notable account of enmity is reported to you, O Raghava, and you may examine the dire straits befallen on me at no fault of mine. O Rama, the fear remover of all the worlds, it is apt of you to bestow me invulnerability for the fear of Vali, and O valiant one, as well as to rein him in. Sugriva requested Rama thus. When he is requested thus by Sugriva, that virtuous and resplendent Rama started to tell Sugriva the words that abide by virtue, as though trivializing the task on hand. Admirable and sun-like burners are these arrows of mine that are now mingled with my wrath, and they are bound fall on that evil-minded Vali. He, that stealer of your wife, that evil-minded abuser of history, lives as long as I descry. By my experience I see how you are deluged in a sea of sadness, but I will make you to get over that sea, and you will definitely regain abundantly whatever you have lost. Rama assured Sugriva thus. Hearing that sentence of Rama, which is enhancing happiness and self-esteem, Sugriva is very gladdened, and further said this great sentence. Thus, this is the 10th chapter in Kishkinda Kanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnar Padamastu.